Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bianca and I make motherhood and lifestyle content. So if you like that kind of content, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss when I post my next video. I have a 2.5-year-old, her name is Noriel, and she will actually be 3 in about 4 months, so I'm just shocked. I cannot believe she's about to be 3. It's crazy. Today I'm going to show you what is in my diaper bag. I have done this video before. It was actually one of the first videos that I put up on my channel when I relaunched back in August of 2019. And I wouldn't recommend watching it. It wasn't a very good video. The audio sucked. I filmed it in my kitchen, so there was just echo everywhere. And I don't know, I feel like I've come a long way since I filmed that video. I wanted to do an updated video because one, I have a different bag from that video, and also Nori is a little bit older now, so I carry different things than I did before. And I'll even say I carry a little bit less than I did before, so I figured it would be a good idea to do an updated version of that video. Okay, so for starters, I have my diaper bag right here. It is the Daisy Rose checkered backpack. As you can see, it looks like a dupe of a Louis Vuitton backpack, and I say dupe instead of knockoff because if it was a knockoff, then it would have like the LV logo on it, or it would say whatever I think it's called damier print, the checkered print for the Louis Vuitton bag. It would have whatever logos they put on that if it was truly a knockoff that you could get from like Canal Street in New York or something like that. This is definitely considered a dupe. So surprisingly, the quality is not bad. I think they call it vegan leather, and it's like soft to the touch, but it's still firm. So it's pretty good quality, and the hardware is actually decent quality as well. It zips and unzippers pretty easily, so I haven't had any issues with it. Previously, I think Daisy Rose used to sell their products on Amazon, which is where I got the makeup bag. I have the exact makeup bag in this pattern, but since then I think they've stopped selling on Amazon and now they sell on Walmart. So I will link everything that I can that I'm showing in this video today. I'll link everything in the description box below. I'll also link this pullover that I'm wearing as well as my lipstick just in case you're interested. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so when you first initially look at the bag, there is a large zippered compartment here, and then there's a smaller zippered compartment here at the bottom. And then if you turn it to the side, there is an outer pocket on this side and an outer pocket on the other side. The straps on this bag are made of the same leather as the rest of the bag, and they are also adjustable. All the hardware on this bag is gold, which I love. It's really cute. The straps aren't padded, but it's pretty comfortable to wear, and since it's a smaller bag, I think it kind of prevents you from overpacking, so it doesn't get too heavy. In this pocket here, I keep a pack of Wet Ones hand wipes. So I just like to keep them in the side because it, makes them easily accessible. This is like the one thing that I'm constantly reaching for because Nori being a toddler, she touches everything. I'm sure you guys know this if you have a toddler yourself, but every time we're out, she just feels the need to touch everything. So I'm not gonna say I'm a germaphobe, but I definitely like to make sure that I keep her hands clean, especially since I'm constantly giving her snacks as well. I just wanna make sure that her hands are clean. So I just keep that in this pocket, and then in the other slip pocket, I actually will slip my phone into here, but I feel like I always have my phone in my hand just because, I don't know, it's 2020 and I always have my phone in my hand. And then for the front bottom zippered pocket, I call this my mom pouch. This is where I keep my things. So if I just show you what I have in here real quick, I'm just gonna empty everything out first and then tell you what it is as I put it back in the bag. So I call this my mom pouch, but technically there are a lot of things that I can keep in here as a mom. One of those being Band-Aids. I always keep Band-Aids handy because Nori is constantly falling, like all the time. She will fall over nothing. She'll just trip over herself. When we're out and about, especially if we're like walking around the neighborhood, she will constantly scrape her knees or her elbows. So I just like to keep band-aids handy just in case that happens. But like I said, it happens often, so they definitely come in handy. Hand sanitizer. Definitely cannot leave home without this. I'm actually running a little bit low on this, but I'll have to get another one, especially with the day and age that we are living in with coronavirus and everything. You have to make sure that you have some sort of hand sanitizer. The Wet Ones hand wipes will also serve to sanitize hands, but I like to use this on myself and save the wet ones for Nori's hand. I don't expect her to be able to use this, so it's easier for me to just wipe her hands with the wipes. The next thing I have in here is just good old feminine products for me. I won't go into detail about that, but just thought you should know that they were in there. And then I keep a little baggie of these little rubber bands. Hopefully you can see that, but they're just these tiny plastic rubber bands. Plastic rubber. I don't know if that makes sense, but they're just these stretchy little rubber bands that I use to put Nori's hair up. I'll use them for like pigtails or different hairstyles because her hair is so fine because she's only a toddler. She's 2.5, so I just keep this bag handy because sometimes they will break in her hair and I'll need to redo her hair. The last two things that I keep in my mom pocket are a lip gloss and a chapstick. I'm addicted to any type of lip product for the most part, so I have to keep this in my bag. I just have some regular, I think this is coconut chapstick, and then I keep this NYX butter gloss. I don't know if you guys ever tried this stuff, but this stuff is so good. All right, so that's it for my mom pocket. Now I'm gonna open up the large compartment. And in this larger compartment, there are 2 slip pockets in the front. And then there's also a larger zippered pocket in the back here. Hopefully you can see that. And then there's also an engraving that says Daisy Rose right in here. But in my bag, I actually have an insert that is an organizer. So I'm gonna try to take that out so I can show you what it looks like. I'm not gonna lie, it was a tight squeeze to try and get this organizer in here because I stupidly thought to put everything in it first and then try to get it in the bag when I should have just left it empty and then stuck it in, so I kind of had to do it all over again. All right, I got it out, but before I show you what's in that, I'll just show you how large the inside is. It's pretty spacious. I think they call it maybe a large bag, but it's not massive. You can see for size comparison next to my head, and I don't think I have a big head, so. But yeah, it's a decent size, and as I said, I'm gonna link everything below. So this is the organizer that I got. It's pretty convenient. It has a ton of pockets in it. Let me just put everything back in the way it was before I show you. But this is how I had it in there. So there are 3 slip pockets in the front, and I'm currently only using one of them. I have the charger for her Amazon Fire, which I should probably replace this for an iPad charger because she's been using the iPad way more than her Amazon Fire lately. So there's a large front pocket here, which currently I have one of these Water Wow books by Melissa and Doug. If you guys have never seen these before, which I feel like most moms have, these are great. They have this little built-in pen that you fill up with water, and then they just color on the page and it turns it from white to color just from the water. So it is really handy for toddlers because it will occupy them for a little bit. Now Nori will get bored of these kind of quickly, but at least for the time being, for the 5 to 10 minutes that I get out of it for her, it's pretty useful. So I just keep that in the front pocket. And then in this middle section, this part is actually removable. So you'll see in the middle here, I had that compartment in there, and then you can take it out. This removable part just Velcros to it on the side, and then it just has 3 pockets in here. So I keep fruit snacks, applesauce, and then we have a hairbrush and some bug spray. It is just starting to get warm out now, which is questionable because I know some states have had some snow. Once it's like consistently warm out, and if we're allowed out of the house, I will stick some sunscreen in here. But yeah, this is just mostly where I keep her snacks. Definitely gotta have snacks. Fruit snacks especially. This is the one snack that I can actually get Nori to listen to me if I'm asking her to do something. If I offer her fruit snacks as bribery, she'll usually listen. And in that larger part, there are 2 slip pockets in here as well. Right there. And then in this last pocket in the back, I just keep pull-ups. So we are potty training right now, and Nori is actually doing pretty good with it. So I recently stopped packing diapers in the diaper bag. So I guess now I can stop calling it a diaper bag, but I'll probably still call it that anyway. But I just have 2 pull-ups in here, some Aquaphor. So Nori has eczema, and we always have to make sure that we have Aquaphor on hand because she's constantly scratching and making herself red. And then the last thing I have in here is just a changing pad. So this changing pad actually came with the last diaper bag that I had, so I just switched it in because it's pretty large, and so that is convenient to take into the restaurants or stores or wherever you may be, and it folds up pretty small and nicely. So I just keep that in there. That is it for this organizer. When it comes to purses and bags, I'm a sucker for pockets. The more pockets and compartments that it has, the better, because I am just a little bit of a neat freak. I like to stay organized. I like to know where everything is and that everything has a spot. So that is why I got this organizer, because I knew when I bought this bag that the large compartment on the inside was just an empty large space, and I knew that if I started throwing things in there, things would just get lost and I would just be fishing around looking for stuff. So at least with this, I know that everything has a spot and I usually know where to find it. Before I try to shove that back in the bag, I'm just going to show you real quick what I have in the zippered compartment in the bag. So as I mentioned before, there is a larger zippered compartment in here, and I only have a couple things in here. I keep a ton of these plastic placemats in here. I love these things. I take them whenever we go to any type of restaurant. They are super convenient. They're just plastic. They are sticky on the back side, so you just pull the pieces of plastic off and then you just stick it directly to the table. And these are so convenient because, one, they fold up nicely so they don't take up a ton of space and they're thin, and 2, and your child could just make a complete mess at the restaurant and then you just rip it up and throw it out when you're done. That's super convenient. Plus, I also don't like Nori like touching all over the table and everything. She just has to touch everything. When she was a little bit younger, she used to like take her food and just like wipe it on the table before she stuck it in her mouth, which would make me cringe. So having these is so convenient and perfect for that. So mama doesn't have to have a heart attack when she tries to consume the most germs that she can. And then aside from those placemats, I just keep a bib handy in there. This is not my preferred bib to use, but I just keep this handy in case I forget to pack her other bib. Which brings me to the last part of this video, which is the 3 things that I stick in the bag before we head out the door. And that would be a silicone bib with the food catcher. I've talked about these bibs before, and if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, go ahead and follow me over there. I will put my handle on the screen here. But I always have these, and you've probably seen me put them in my stories over time because we've had these for Nori since she was probably, I don't know, 6-8 months old, and they've actually held up. You can see that there is a little rip here, but it still works. And honestly, we've had these for over a year and a half at this point. So the fact that they are just now ripping is not a huge deal. And they're pretty inexpensive. I got them from Amazon, and you just either wash them by hand in the sink or you can even throw them in the dishwasher. So they're really convenient. It comes in a 2-pack, and we use these every single day for every single meal. And so I just fold this up and just roll it up, fold it up, and shove it in the bag before we head out the door. The other thing that I grab and put in the bag before we head out is a water bottle. This is the Contigo water bottle. The spout clicks down and then it has a button to pop up. And the button is actually pretty easy to push. Nori can do it herself. So I love these water bottles. They're really durable and they are dishwasher friendly. So I really love these water bottles. They are great for toddlers. And then the very, very last thing that I stick in the bag is her iPad. I probably should get a different case for this because, I don't know, this case just seems a little flimsy for toddlers, but nice and thin so it doesn't take up a lot of room in the diaper bag. Alright, so that is everything that is in my diaper bag. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, click that red subscribe button. If you guys have any questions or I forgot to link something, feel free to drop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Bye. Okay, I lied. This bag is starting to get heavy. I feel like I'm getting a workout. Am I done? I think I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Bye.